Hi everyone, Aidan here with the etrailer. Today we're taking a look at and showing you how to install these Glacier Chain twist link snow tire chains with cam tensioners on our 2022 Ford F-150. The first thing you want to do with your chains is lay them out and make sure nothing's twisted up or tangled. These chains do have a habit of getting intermingled with each other in the bag and just getting tangled up. These ones look pretty good, and then we want to make sure that these cross sections of the chain, they're going to have a sort of smooth-shaped hook, that smooth side face down, and the more abrasive side up top away from the tire. We want the cam tensioners also to be towards the outside of the tire so we can get to them. Once all that's been taken care of, we can go ahead and grab the tire chain towards the middle and drape it over the tire. When you're doing this, just be careful to keep it relatively even front to back and even side to side. Right there looks pretty good, and we can make our first connection around back. On your end, we're going to have some free links right here, and then on my end, we're going to have a hook. Now, we don't have to go to the very end link like that. I'm actually going to probably go for the third link to start out, and then we'll head around front. But that's why I always recommend people do this in their driveway before it snows once or twice, just to get a feel for what size is going to be the right fit for your tire, because these do have a little bit of a finicky fitment sometimes. And once we've got that done, we can make that same connection with the hook and free links around front. Now, with this one on front, I'm going to try to go for that second link. It might be a little bit difficult to do, and it's looking like I can't quite reach that, but that's why we have the cam tensioners, to bring that extra slack out. That's why I like the chain from Titan Chains better. They have a lever arm down there that lets us pre-apply a little bit of tension before moving to the cam tensioners, but this works too. We'll use the included tool to insert into that slotted hole and twist to tighten up. We'll twist the other way here, and then just go around to the different cams until we've got a fit that we're happy with. Got another one right here, and you can start to feel that tension apply right there. We can maybe get this fourth and final one twisted right about there. Now that feels really good. Everything around the chain feels pretty tight, but we always recommend adding a rubber tensioner. These aren't included in the kit, but they are an added layer of security and apply a more constant source of tension on the chains. You can find these in the related products if you just scroll down on the page you're on, and we always recommend having them for that added security. When you're installing them, try to apply them relatively evenly in a star-shaped pattern. You can see I kind of got twisted up a little bit here, so we'll go with this one over here and this one up here. And right there looks pretty good. At this point, you want to install the other side and drive over them a few times. Come out, check on them, see if anything's settled in, and if it is loosened up, just go ahead and tighten things up, and you should be good to hit the road. Like we mentioned before, this is a standard twist link chain. If you look at the actual links here, you'll see what that means. So these are going to be a little bit more low profile than a standard square link, and much less aggressive too, especially compared to a V-bar chain. These will work fine in deep snow and give you okay grip on ice, but if you're in icy weather conditions often, I'd look into a square link or a V-bar style just to give you that better bite. This is a ladder pattern style too, which is going to be better for starts and stops, and it is a low carbon steel construction. The low carbon steel might not hold up as well over time. It is a little bit softer of a metal, less brittle, which is good because we don't have to worry about the links snapping and breaking, but they can deform a bit over time as they're used, depending on how you're using them too. You might not notice it here as much as compared to a V-bar style because there's just not as much to dent, but be mindful of that as you use them through multiple seasons. Now I'll go ahead and grab the bag. These come with a canvas bag for storage. Not my favorite, admittedly, just because these don't hold up super well over time. They have a tendency to just rip and tear, and they're not very weather resistant. I'd recommend getting a plastic tote because it's going to be water resistant and just easier to use. And aside from that, I think these are going to be a good fit for the F-150. If you're in an area that doesn't see a lot of ice or just light snow, and you're just mainly using these on road, go with something like this. You don't need something super aggressive. If you're looking for something more aggressive that's better for ice or off-road applications, look into the V-bar style options that we have on our site. Otherwise, that'll do it for our look at these Glacier Chains snow tire chains. Thanks for watching.